welcome to the ShElite Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, the shaman of ShElite, Miss Katie Kinsey Bay Bay.
Baby.
Thank you. Hi, Matt. He said he's here. He's just driving. Be careful.
Hi, Matt. Yeah, please be careful.
Please be careful. But Matt's not here in person. You know who is here in person? My lovely co-host.
For now.
Hey, don't jinx it. Shoosh.
Okay, sorry.
Shoosh. Don't jinx it. She is my lovely co-host. She is the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing, the Rhodes family eating the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my widow Adam Colby Bay, Miss Y2 Garcia Savannah.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Savannah. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Last time we had a little bit of issues. Hoping things are different this time around. We're trying to fix the router situation, the Wi-Fi router situation. So today is a little risky. We're taking a risk by doing it with kind of janky Wi-Fi. So
Risk it for the biscuit. Also, what's up, Justin?
exactly.
Just in
What's up,
time.
Justin?
So what's up, Katie and
Just in
Savannah?
time.
What's up? Oh. I'm be honest, Savannah. I have like maybe 4 things for news and rumors.
All right, perfect, because that's usually what takes the longest.
Exactly. So we're kind of just gonna jump right in because I'm kind of excited for the question that I just thought of when I got home for work an hour ago.
Okay. I love when you always come up with when you're excited. You know it's gonna be really good.
I gotta hype the people up. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Will.
Yeah. What's up, Will?
Look at that. All the friends, all the peoples.
Hola.
All right. Let's just start with one of the things that Finn Balor posted. I believe it was Monday. Could have been over the weekend. So he got a grade 2 tear in his calf about 3 weeks before Mania. And y'all watched WrestleMania. Everybody in the mother watched WrestleMania because it was just all wrestling all weekend. Man's got busted open in the Hell in a Cell with Edge. 14 staples in his skull.
Oh, yeah.
Grade 2 tear in his calf, and he still wrestled on Monday. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this dude is just out of control in a good way, but I'm just like, holy shit. Yeah, I was like, damn. Like, I can't get a paper cut without being like, oh, like, it hurts. It hurts.
Bro, it's a mood. But, like, it's crazy because when he tore it, I can't remember the exact date. Jesus told me last time, but I forget. He originally was told it would be, like, 6 to 8 weeks he would be out, which means he would have missed Mania. So they busted their ass and got him all of the physical therapy and the training and getting cleared in 3 weeks. That's like Super Cena territory when he like tore his shoulder.
I was gonna say, then it was back in like a few months.
Yeah, they were like, oh, John Cena will be out for 8 to 9 months. Shows up at the Rumble. I lose my mind as a child.
I was gonna say, dude says, nope, just a few months. Like, I'm cutting that shit in half and then some, because it wasn't even half the time that they expected him to be out for.
Yeah. Finn's either a straight up beast or just completely crazy. I'm gonna go with both.
Maybe both. Yeah.
A grade 2, Will says, a grade 2 tear means that it can be up to 90% torn. A full rupture of the tendon is the only thing after that. And the fact that he's walking, wrestling, jumping off of cages.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Doing like the coup de grace, like.
Bro, man's became Spider-Man on that jump. That was crazy.
He was Spider-Finn.
Demon Spider?
Yeah.
We'll just come up with a bunch of different like nicknames for him. Yeah, so that was one of the big things. Triple H, Paul Levesque, Hunter S. Helmsley, Papa H, whatever you want to call him. came out on SmackDown last week and said, "Hey guys, I have an announcement to make. The draft is coming back." Now, guys, can we talk for a minute? The draft doesn't work if you let superstars go wherever the fuck they want. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. Okay, you can do like the Rumble and Survivor Series and like the big five, whatever. You can have those be, cohesive pay-per-views, what have you. But like, y'all gotta like keep. We tried this brand split once, multiple times. We tried this not long ago. It didn't work. You were giving out trades, and no one was getting anything back. It doesn't make sense.
That's not even a trade. That's just giving away.
That's just taking talent.
That's called trafficking your talent.
Jesus. Oh my god, Savannah.
Am I wrong though?
Oh my, I'm not repeating that.
Okay, sorry.
I don't claim her,
Big
by
sorry.
the way. I would just like to say.
Yeah, you claim me after that. You claim me before and after.
Yeah, that moment didn't happen to me. Anyways, yeah, this brand split, like, unless they can do it correctly and actually keep people on their separate brands, I'm down. I'm down to see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some NXT call-ups, because Triple H said, it's gonna be like, so many surprises and like the biggest, I don't remember exactly what he said, I'm exaggerating here, like the biggest thing and stuff like that. And so maybe we'll finally get some NXT call-ups, because we got jack shit after Mania. Like last week we didn't get any.
Yeah, that was a big disappointment.
I agree, I concur. Big no. Yeah, so that's, and he just said in a few weeks. He didn't say a specific time or a specific thing. I'm assuming it'll be after Backlash. Next is Backlash next month?
I think so, yeah.
Justin said the draft literally only works for a period of time, and then WWE just completely drops the ball on it. Yeah, that's literally it. They try, they fail, they let it go.
The only time,
and then they try again.
The only time they really keep it like, a thing, and they really try to like keep superstars separate from their own brands is during Survivor Series. But even then, that hasn't really worked out, because like I remember, like, when was it? I think 2017, 2018, when it was like Raw versus SmackDown. AJ was on SmackDown, but he showed up on Raw, like, because that was when he replaced Finn Balor in, I believe, like, not Finn Balor, he replaced Bray Wyatt to go up against Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, we decided to borrow him for one more night. That's what Kurt Angle said. And so he was on Raw, and that's when SmackDown attacked the wrestlers of Raw. But I'm like, AJ was
that was so
here.
Nice. That's the good thing. That's what I want.
Really good.
I want like invasions, and I want this like. That's when Becky got her fucking nose broke. Like that. It was that, and it also doesn't help when they do the the draft before Survivor Series, and then comes Survivor Series. That's what happened that year.
Yeah,
or the year
I think
before.
I think they should do it as soon as possible. And I remember I was watching Smackin' at Raw, which you were on this past Friday.
I was.
You guys were talking about the draft, and Matt made a really good point. It should be like right after WrestleMania, because that's like when you start fresh. That's basically the like, even it's like when you look at like when you go on Peacock, they have things by seasons. I believe it's by like WrestleManias, like based off that. Yeah. So do it right after WrestleMania.
That it should have been last week, realistically.
Yeah. Like whenever they would do the superstar shakeup, that should be the draft, and it should not be every year. It should be like every few years, so that way you can really have that brand loyalty and not make it so redundant to have a draft. Because it's like, oh, 1 year you're like on Raw, but then the next year on SmackDown, and some people could either be staying for years on one brand, and then some could be like brand hopping like every year. I think it should be done like every few years, and right after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Is
No, I concur. I I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like, I agree though. Like, it's definitely a thing where it should be like make that the Raw after Mania. Be like, haha, draft, motherfuckers. Here we go.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
Or even just like give it the week after Mania. Let people kind of just like show up on Raw or SmackDown, and then the following week be like, all right, there's new people here now. This is what we're gonna do. Draft, kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. It's got to be again not like a month before Survivor Series if you're gonna keep doing Raw versus SmackDown, which I think it should still be Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. That was probably one of the best Survivor Series in a while.
Bro, it's because NXT swept. Swept.
Bro, they just showed that they ain't here to play. Like they just showed that they're not developmental. They're the real deal. They're just another, brand.
Entity.
Just another part. Exactly, of the WWE.
Yeah. And then they never mentioned it again.
Adam Cole and Shayna Baszler were the champs, no? Like
yeah, they were. Brands. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, baby.
It's because Adam had that fantastic match with Pete Dunne, and Shayna won the triple threat.
That is.
Good times.
That is true.
The best times.
Really good time.
Justin said, "I wonder, does that mean Survivor Series goes back to brand warfare?" I would assume so. Plus, like you said, the amount of talent in NXT right now, even after a draft, realistically, you could do Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. Like, there's a lot of kids down there who are busting their ass and kicking ass. So I think you imagine, hear me out, we get a Tiffany Stratton versus, as much as I don't necessarily like her, versus a Charlotte versus an Io Sky. NXT, SmackDown, Raw. I really just want to see a moonsault off, let's be real. Because Charlotte would lose. I'm just
or
saying.
Or even again, you can start up little how you have they both came from this brand and stuff. You can have more recent call ups like Shotzi. I know it's not the most recent, but you have recent call ups like Shotzi, taking on Roxanne or something. Different generations from NXT and main roster.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that.
That'd be nice. That'd be fun. Yes, we can dream.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. And, speaking of people who were in NXT, we have, in a shocking turn of events that I did not see coming on Monday Night Raw, new women's tag team champions, Raquel and Liv. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't expect it. Raquel has
I wasn't upset about it either.
I mean, I wasn't upset, but because after the fact of what we got, which, spoiler, Trish is one of my picks, so I'll go into that after, but Raquel has been partners and has held titles with Aaliyah, Liv, Dakota in NXT, and that might be it. But she's had so many tag team partners, it's insane.
Yeah, hopefully soon she'll be able to go singles title run, because I think, honestly, personal opinion, I think her NXT title run was a little short for her.
I literally forgot she was NXT Women's Champion. Because Mandy beat her, and that started Mandy's run. Good times.
And also because nothing against Raquel. Again, I thought, first of all, I thought her reign should have been longer. But I thought oh, it's gonna be short because Dakota Kai is gonna win the title, which I also really wanted, but that didn't happen. Justice for Dakota Kai. This girl needs not tag team gold, singles gold too.
Yeah.
Which is why I think they should come up with a women's mid card title. Come on now, you can have people like Shotzi, Dakota Kai, Io Sky,
Candice,
Exactly, Candice LeRae. So many talented women that could be going after this title, and you can have kind of your own traditional North American ladder match, but with the women's title. something like that with a mid card women's title. That would be really fucking cool to see, because ladies can kill it in a ladder match too.
I love me a good multi-person ladder match. You know what I'm saying?
Dude. Yeah,
I just saw clips, I think it was like last week, of the inaugural North American Championship ladder match where Adam Cole won.
Adam Cole? Yes, he did. Yeah, that was a good ass match.
It was. That was the debut of Ricochet too.
Yeah, that was a fucking good ass match. Really good match. And it also reminded me, like, 2 WrestleManias, and I think people thought after that, because it happened 2 WrestleManias in a row, it was gonna be a tradition, but I think it honestly should be. A multi-man Intercontinental Championship ladder match at Mania. I feel like that should be a tradition of some sort. Maybe not. It doesn't have to be a Mania, but like at some point, at one of the pay-per-views, make it a thing, because those 2 matches were honestly very, really fucking good.
I think even if
respective Manias.
Even if you don't do the IC title, even if you did the US title.
Exactly. Like
mid-card
like
multi-person ladder matches.
Exactly. And it would be so good, cuz again, like, it could put so many different stars over without having them win a title. If you really want to put a title on one specific person, you could do that, but you could also make a name or really show the potential of the other wrestlers involved.
Yeah. No, I agree. I concur. I agree. And the last thing I have, last night on Dynamite, Jeff Hardy came back.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, first of all, I hope he stays in the clear, because, like, I don't wish whatever Jeff goes through, any negative demons that people go through, I don't wish that upon anyone. But, like, they did say in the clause or the release statement that they made about Jeff Hardy that he is not to come back unless he's sober and stays that way. So I would like to hope that he's in a better place now, where he can be trusted to come back to work. I hope that means, like, he's good. I really hope this is the last time we see him on the news for bad things.
Can I be honest here?
Yeah, be honest. That's fine. I just hope for the best for him, but I'm not.
I do too. I would like to state this for the record. This recorded podcast. I want the best for Jeff Hardy. Do I think he should have came back to wrestling? No. Throughout his entire career, that has been a correlation. Wrestling and the addictions. Personally, again, personal opinions. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, even if it's wrong. I think he honestly should have just stayed away and just enjoyed being away from the ring and putting his body through that. Literally hit a swanton on Wednesday. I really just think he's better off. Like, realistically, how many more years does Jeff Hardy have in a ring?
I don't know, but maybe it could be because, like, he just wanted to have, I would like to think that, but I don't know. Again, we can only wait and see. But maybe he wants to have one last, like, hurrah before he officially kind of calls it quits, without having something like a DUI cut him, like stop him in his tracks. Like, maybe this is like his final run, but he doesn't want anything to interrupt it. Like, he'll have a run and then he'll end on his terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, without having to, like, let something that obviously it was his mistake that he fucked up by driving behind the wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying that, it was out of his control, because it was not out of his control. He made the decision to do something that was against the law and where he could have killed someone. Like, very bad situation. That was his fault. That was his mistake. But, maybe he'll try to have this maybe final run without making a stupid mistake in between. Because, they were supposed to win the tag titles. Maybe they want a quick run before they,
both call it
whether
quits,
it's one
because
or
Matt
both
shouldn't be
yeah, exactly.
wrestling. Guys, we have to realize at this point now, I don't necessarily think the Hardys should be wrestling anymore. Either of them. Matt can barely walk. Jeff's got issues out the wazoo. I get it. The nostalgia act.
Maybe they.
I really hope this is like both of their retirement runs for their own well-beings and their families' well-beings.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe again, maybe it's just one final run as the Hardys in AEW as it was supposed to be before the whole instance happened last was it no, was it last summer? I think it was last summer. Um Before that whole instance happened, maybe they're just gonna have the run that they were supposed to have, and then maybe yeah, after that they'll call it quits. They'll hang up the boots. And that's to say that they have to stay away from wrestling altogether. They can be managers, they
Yeah,
can
just
do
no
help with
in-ring
backstage
stuff.
stuff, help with other talent. Yeah, exactly. They can help coach other talent, you know. I see people, and honestly, I do agree that say, I know these are a lot of just people are just hating on AEW because it's AEW, but I do agree when they say that AEW needs some sort of like performance center for wrestlers to practice their craft. I think that needs to happen, and I think they could really help wrestlers benefit in that in a performance center like area for the wrestlers of AEW. I think they could really help out with other wrestlers in that way. So they don't have to be away from wrestling, you know, but
Just
maybe
away from
just
in the
not in
ring.
the ring. You just have one final run. Have your final run and then, you know,
Call it quits.
yeah.
Literally. Justin said it's getting hard to justify giving Jeff another chance after how many times this has happened. That's also true.
Exactly. Which is why I would like to think, but again, I'm not in their head. Um, which is like again, I just think they might want to just kind of like a little bit of a redemption run before they call it quits. I really hope that he doesn't go back to that way because I feel like it's so frustrating to like see that he goes back to square one so many times, you know? And it's almost like, do you really want to get better or what? Because you keep going back, you know, you keep going backwards at some point, you know? So hopefully this time that's not the case. But again, all we can do is wait and see. We can only let time do its thing and pass, and we'll see what happens. But that's all I'll really say about it.
I guess, yeah. Did you
Yeah.
have any news and rumors you want to talk about? Or do you want to save
Yeah, a
anything for
couple
your
things.
picks?
No. Well, one of them is my one of my picks, but I mean it is still technically news. So, a lot of New Japan. It's all New Japan stuff. Number one against Kira Genesis this past weekend. Pretty good pay-per-view. I liked it. They announced the G1 schedule. They have not so much specified the participants, so I'm hoping maybe they'll kind of throw in a little more like AEW talent, especially with kind of like it's after Forbidden Door, but still maybe because of Forbidden Door they'll add some AEW talent to the G1. But it would have been cool to have like the beginning of the G1 at Forbidden Door, but that's just me. But I know they start in July, so can't happen. Anyway, so yeah, the G1 is officially announced again, so I'm looking forward to that. And then you have oh, yes, of course. Kyle Fletcher and whose name I'm blanking. From Aussie Open. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
I'm
Aussie
blanking
Open.
on the name. Mark Davis, I believe. Yeah. They just won the IWGP. I believe it was the junior titles or the I don't think it was the heavyweight titles. I think it was the junior heavyweight titles. It was a set of tag titles. Hold on. Let me fact check it. It was in the middle of the night and I didn't take notes. I'm sorry, guys. I was up really late working on a project and I still decided to watch.
Well,
I
like, aren't they? They're
bed,
challenging
but...
best friends on Rampage for them. I think it's for the title.
The heavyweight. Okay, I knew it was a heavyweight. Yes, they are challenging. So as of recording is tomorrow, but as of time you're watching, which is probably the Friday of, it is today, Friday.
Yes.
Best friends are challenging Aussie Open for the heavyweight titles. I knew it was the heavyweights. I knew that. I totally knew that.
Second guess or something.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then another thing, there's a lot of things happened at Secure Genesis. And another thing that happened was El Phantasmo or ELP, who actually teamed with the Young Bucks last year, a small little Bullet Club thing that they did for Forbidden Door. They kicked him out. El Phantasmo has officially been kicked out of the Bullet Club. He was kicked out by David Finlay, who is apparently the new leader. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, nothing against David Finlay. I think he's a really good wrestler. But when you look at like the other leaders, that's Bullet Club has had, like Kenny Omega, AJ Styles,
Finn.
even fuck, dare I even say, yeah, Finn, or Prince Devitt, whatever you want to call him. Even I'll dare I say fucking Jay White, one of the biggest names like on the roster. Obviously he's not on the roster anymore. He's with All Elite Wrestling, but like at the time when he was,
At the time.
you know, probably the biggest names of their time in New Japan, the leaders of Bullet Club. David Finlay, I don't know, it just I didn't picture him being the next leader. It just doesn't seem that believable. But I mean, he's done a pretty good job. I mean, he already kicked someone out, so he's kind of and he attacked Jay White after Jay White lost his loser leaves a New Japan match. So
Makes sense.
against Eddie Kingston. So I mean, yeah. So I mean, I guess that at that point I kind of thought, he's gonna be, but I don't know. He just wasn't the first person I thought of. Who did I think was gonna be the next leader? I don't know. I'm honestly, I just didn't think it was gonna be David Finlay. I thought maybe Kenta. I don't know. I just didn't picture it to be David Finlay. Yeah, I knew it was Mark Davis. I was blanking on the name. Thank you, Justin.
No,
But yeah,
said,
I was
no,
first
not
of all,
ELP.
honestly, I kind of thought it was gonna be ELP. The reason why is because a while ago, I think it was like 2021, he had, I believe, just lost a match, and he was saying that there was gonna be changes in Bullet Club, and he was gonna he wasn't gonna stand around for losing and stuff, and he was gonna make a change. So I thought, oh shit, he's gonna be the one to kick Jay out of Bullet Club, but no, that didn't happen. Technically Jay didn't really get kicked out. Well, I guess technically he kind of did, but he lost his new. I guess it's the way you take it, because like if you lose your loser leaves New Japan match, are you really still the leader? But it wasn't. I don't know. I guess technically you are still the leader, but they never really said, like, he really didn't. If you really count what David Finlay did to him as getting kicked out, I mean, sure, not why not? I guess when you picture people getting kicked out, I kind of think about again what happened with the LP, where it was more than one guy involved, or AJ Styles when he got kicked out of the Bullet Club, stuff like that, or even like, I don't know, stuff like that. But yeah, so ELP is out. Everyone thinks that we're gonna have like some sort of Bullet Club-esque civil war, which honestly I'll be here for. And it seems like we're kind of kicking things off, kind of like what the Outcasts and the Homegrowns are doing right now. But right now, I think so far one side is gonna be David Finlay, Kenta, as those two probably are gonna start things off. Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, they're kind of like. And then on the other side, we have Jay White and Juice Robinson, who kind of made their alliance in AEW. Mm-hmm. And people are thinking that ELP is gonna join them. I saw someone make like a roster of like what each team would have, and I was trying to think about that specific post, but I did not save it.
Maybe we'll get a Bullet Club thing at Forbidden Door then.
That's I think what they're shooting for, like Bullet Club AEW against Bullet Club New Japan. That's why Jay White didn't do the too sweet when he showed up. They did like the gun. That's what Finn would do in the beginning. Yeah, exactly. That's what Jay and Juice did. So I'm curious. I'm very curious to see where this is gonna lead to. But who knows? Again, all we gotta do is watch. Mm-hmm. And then the next thing, and new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. It's Sonata. This dude is on a run, and I'm here for it. Like, he is just on fire ever since he turned heel. He left LIJ. He got a new look that I almost didn't recognize him when I first saw the new look. He won the New Japan Cup tournament. He challenged Okada, and he fucking beat him. Like, let's be real, beating Okada is a very big deal for a lot of people. You see the way people talk about Bronson Reed saying, oh, this guy beat Okada, and now he's doing this. It just goes to show that beating Okada is a big fucking deal, let alone for a title. So, yeah. I'm proud of him. I'm glad he's, he went from just kind of being a member that's just there, because he wasn't the leader. That's Naito. So he just kind of went from being a member, and the most winning he did, or as far as his titles go, was the U.S. title, to now being the face of New Japan, basically, with the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So I'm really glad. He's on a very hot streak right now. Only thing is like, now, where does this sit with Forbidden Door? I wonder if someone's going to challenge him, or if he's going to defend it, kind of like the way Jay White did against multiple people. I'm curious, but I did kind of want I wanted Sonata versus Omega, but I think that's not going to happen, because they're having a tournament where the winner faces. It's not really a tournament. It's just like two matches. Winner of those two face each other. Winner of that match faces Omega at
It's a
Forbidden Door.
bracket.
Basically, yeah. But like, I feel like when you say tournament, it has to be like at least 8 people at the very least. But that's just me. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. No Sonata versus Omega anytime soon. I know everyone's saying they want to see Osprey versus Omega too, which I mean, I honestly would be fucking down for. But I also would not mind Tanahashi versus Omega again, because their match at Wrestle Kingdom 13 was just chef's kiss. So would love to see that again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, we gotta see who wins those matches. We gotta see who's gonna actually win the whole thing. True. Except Osprey, I believe, is still injured.
Yeah, he's still out.
So we'll just see. Maybe Osprey will pull some miracle. Maybe he'll pull a Finn Balor. You know, maybe it's a UK thing. Well, technically Ireland's not part of the new UK, just the northern part is, but still. So that's all I got.
Justin said, surprised they didn't have Bad Luck Fale be the leader now. Out of all the members left, he is now, in this incarnation of Bullet Club, the longest member.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. That's why I was like, David Finlay was one of like the newer ones, so that's why I was very surprised. I was like, like
climbed ranks and took the reins from people.
Yeah, basically. He's one, like, I think I'm not the newest member. Like, if I can remember correctly, he's like the newest member. And I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe the newest member becomes like, but still, I feel like you would have to be there for a few years to really, like, I don't know. I just didn't think it would be David Finlay taking over Bullet Club, but hey, let's see where he goes with this.
Yeah, what do we know?
Yeah, what do we know? We're not Booker of the Year.
Alright, okay.
But that's all I got. It was all New Japan stuff.
Okay. So today in women's wrestling history, obviously it's April 13th. It was a promotion called Rise, number 7, titled Sensation from 2018. I'm just gonna go ahead and list the majority of the names that were on this card that you know. We have Tesha Price, who's now known as Fallon Henley, Kaylee Ray, Apple Fire, Mia Yim, Indy Hartwell, Facebrook. No, you're hearing me correctly, people. Her name was Facebrook. She's also been known as Persia Parada. She's now known as Steph DeLander, or Launder. I don't know how she pronounces her last name. She's with Matt Cardona. You guys know what I'm talking about. Thunder Rosa, Karen Q, who's now Wendy Chu, Ariel Monroe, who is Big Swole, Shazza McKenzie, Britt Baker, Chelsea Green, Mercedes Martinez, Taya Valkyrie, Shotzi Blackheart, Willow Nightingale, Kylie Ray, and Deonna Purrazzo.
A lot of freaking names that I know.
I know. This might be like the most on like an indie promotion card that you've known.
Yeah. For sure. I'm like, wait, I know that name. Wait, I know that name too.
I think there was maybe only like 5 or 6 names I didn't put on here. And because like the rest of them were this card. Or these people on this card.
Yeah.
So, goddamn. Alright. Wrestlers of the week. You go first.
Alright. Let's see. Pulling up my notes. Sorry, I couldn't find my notes app. Okay. Technically I have one, but I'm like, it's like 1.5. Because technically this team, the other team I have, it's more for like, it's totally biased. But I'll explain.
Okay.
First team, our new women's tag team champions, Liv and Raquel. I mean, I like them as a team. I like how they even go as far as matching each other's gear. Sometimes they don't really do that in tag teams. They'll just wear whatever their gear is and call it a day. But no, for Mania they matched and they've been matching since. Mm-hmm. And it was a really good match and they won. And like you said, it led to a pretty massive heel turn by Trish Stratus, which was also really cool. But since Trish Stratus was technically just a stand-in and no longer a tag team, if you want to call it that. Yeah. I didn't count her But yeah, congrats to Liv and Raquel. The other one, they completely got squashed in their match, but it was more because it made my heart so happy. Giving it to Brendan and Nakazawa. They're just so adorable. They tried. They really did. And, they're the reason why the Elite came. I just almost knocked Kenny over again. They're the reasons why the Elite came back. They're back now. I'm very happy. We'll see what's going to happen. I don't know if Matt's ready to go. I just think they came back and maybe they'll just do some Cutler Camp segments, but we'll see. But it's good to see them back. Hangman wasn't there, but they totally avenged him. I know the spot, the screwdriver was technically also like the spot from the Full Gear match with Mox and Kenny, because Mox went to stab Kenny in Full Gear with the screwdriver but missed and hit the turnbuckle, and now the roles were reversed.
Just normal
Kenny
things.
Yeah, but like, let me just say, I thought it was so cute that it was Matt who told Kenny to not hit him with the toolbox, but to hit him or get him with the screwdriver. Like, it was Matt's idea. I'm like, dude, that's totally Matt avenging for Hangman. He loves Hangman. He does. He loves him more than anyone. So, yeah, it was really cool. And again, how often do you see Brandon and Knack getting a Dynamite match? Last time I know Brandon having a Dynamite match was like in 2021, and that was before the Bucks even turned heel to join Kenny. So that's the last time I remember Brandon having a match on Dynamite. So it was really cool to see that. I'm so glad we got to see him on Dynamite. It was almost the main event, but it wasn't. So yeah, very happy for them. Again, they totally got squashed in like 5 minutes. They had no chance in hell to win, but it was really cute to see. I loved it. It was wholesome. I was like, oh my god, they're like going to stand up for their friends, and they're on Dynamite when they're usually never on Dynamite. It just made me happy for them. So yeah.
Little side story. Do you know on Twitter like the Yarn Bucks?
Yes, I do know the Yarn Bucks. They follow me. The Yarn Bucks follow me.
Yeah. So the girl who creates them, she was talking about like mini, like yarn wrestlers. So I got in contact with her, and I'm buying a custom one for myself. I want you to guess who it's going to be.
It's either Adam Cole or Rhea Ripley.
You have to guess one of them.
I'm gonna say Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
I'm gonna put her right next to Adam Cole, so I get my two favorites.
Oh, how cute!
Yeah,
so cute.
Cause I was like curious. I was like, okay, so like how to go about this? Da 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 da. She hasn't like started it yet, but she told me once she kind of starts the process, she'll let me know. Then I'll pay her obviously because I'm getting this commissioned. Like she's making it for me, and she's gonna be one of a kind. I'm so excited.
I had messaged her too, because again she had a little nick that she was like, who wants to adopt him? So I was like, you know what, if the spot's not taken, let me see. And she was like, well, he's already been adopted, I'm so sorry, but she's like, if you're still interested, I can make you one. She told me the prices, and I'm like, that's actually pretty good. So, but I don't know who I want first or how many I would want, because like she said these start at 100. So if I get like my 4 faves, that's $400. So like, I'm obviously not gonna drop right then and there. So I'm gonna probably limit myself to one, but I don't know who I'm getting yet. Maybe I'm going with Hangman, but again, my mind changes every day. So yeah. I don't know. But yeah, they're so cute. They made it to being the Elite. That was adorable. He's like, I can't believe it. I'm so starstruck. I finally met him, and it was the Yarn Bucks. I'm like, that is adorable.
And she's also so fucking talented too.
Yeah,
like it's insane.
She also goes to a lot of fucking shows. I'm like, girl, take me with you.
Yeah, she was at Dynamite last night.
Yeah, and I think she's going. Well, she's from Chicago. I should have said hi to her. I was just so nervous about meeting Hangman at FanFest, but I was there. Like, we were like a few people ahead. Like I was a few people ahead of her in the Hangman line, and and in line, same with like just entering All Access all together. I should have said hi, but I don't know why. I was just nervous about meeting Hangman, and also like I was so nervous. I didn't even realize I had met. Do you know Izzy Mania? The little girl that Sasha, I met her too, and I didn't even realize I'd met her until like after I met her. I was like, wait, hold the phone, because she asked to interview me for her YouTube. She was like, I'm gonna do like, I'm asking people questions about Dynamite, and I was wearing my Hangman shirt. She's like, you look amazing because you're dressed just like Hangman, so can I interview? I was like, sure, you can interview me. Little did I know it's fucking Izzy Mania. If I would have known, I would have taken a picture with her, but I was like, oh wait, like it was afterwards. I was like, oh shit.
what
Like,
you need to do
I met
is
Izzy.
go on her YouTube, find the clip, and post it, and tag her.
I don't know if she ever posted it.
Well,
like,
go find out.
What happened? I know, right? I'll go check. But yeah, I'm like, I need to apologize and be like, Izzy, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was you. I was scared. I don't even know if I had met Hangman yet. I want to say no, I hadn't. I don't think it was time to get in line to meet Hangman.
You're just a nervous little ball energy. That's okay. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, and even then, like, I didn't. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm getting way off topic, but I was gonna say that it didn't really even hit me for realsies that I was meeting Hangman until I saw him come out, like, from, like, behind the little curtain they have. That's when I was like, oh, shit is happening. This shit's happening. I was, like, the sixth person also to meet him. And, like, when I saw him walk out, I was like, oh, I wanted to puke, Katie. I wanted to puke. I was like, oh, my God. And if you watch the video, which you should follow me on Instagram to watch it. Yeah, I was really nervous. I was really nervous. I was so nervous that I asked him if I could hug him after he was already hugging me. I was like, I don't know. I was nervous, but I would totally meet him again. And if I met him again, I would wear another Hangman outfit, especially because I made all his jeans. So tell Hangman to come towards the area so I can meet him again somewhat.
I have no power over that. Yeah. So we got way off topic. You know what happens?
Yes, we did.
It's fine. My tag team. I think that's where we were.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
We were talking about tag teams, and it just spiraled. I'm gonna go with the Unholy Union. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn successfully defended their tag titles on NXT against Fallon Henley and Kiana James. And Jensen, being a little shithead that he is, tried to cheat, and he pushed Briggs, and now there's dissension in the group. I'm so excited. It's literally a soap opera. It's so fucking good. I love it. I love me a good soap opera every now and then, and I definitely get it with the four of them.
I was gonna say, telenovelas and wrestling are good until it hurts your feelings. That's mostly, like, I'm talking about the Elite in this case. I'm like, dude, you can't do this shit to me. Okay? You can't have the Elite going in to help Hangman and then just fucking leaving. That's just not nice. That's just mean. That hurt my feelings. Y'all hurt my feelings with that one.
It's your turn.
Anyways, yeah. I just wanted to make sure you were done.
I was, don't worry.
Okay. My women's is, I have one. She successfully defended her IWGP Women's Championship. I'm gonna give it, surprisingly, I'm pretty sure if you would have told me she would have been one of my picks a while ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Well, I guess she technically was after Wrestle Kingdom, but still, I meant before that. I'm giving it to Mercedes Moné. She's absolutely killing it, and I kind of saw a post, and I somewhat agree with it, where someone posted a picture of her and saying, like, this match was proof that she has slowed down for her opponents in WWE, which I believe to an extent, because you have, like, wrestlers like Bayley. I believe, first of all, the other three horsewomen, but also women like, like Shotzi. I don't think they ever competed against each other, but I mean, like, stuff like that. There's other women's wrestlers in the WWE, like, even like Bianca, that where I don't think she had to slow down for. I believe they can hold their own, but also in Japan, it's just a lot more fast-paced and brutal than American wrestling. So I just feel like, to an extent, that is true, but I also think it also plays into the fact that she's just going at the pace that these women in Japan go. Which, I mean, I'm glad she can keep up. I'm glad she's able to, like, she can hang, which is good. So, yeah, she's my pick. I only had one pick.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I have one, and then two were kind of in the... So, Sol Ruca and Tiffany Stratton murdered it. They're two of the most rising stars in NXT right now. The most rising. That's English, I swear. I love the two of them together. And, like, this is coming from someone who used to despise Tiffany Stratton's, like, character and everything. But then she came back after she was injured and got some stuff done. I'm telling you, Moonsault on par. Perfect. 10 out of 10. But smoke Charlotte. Just saying. And Sol Ruca, I can never say enough good things about, because she's only been wrestling for, like, a year and some change. She was also the Cinnamon Toast Crunch thing at WrestleMania, by the way. Which she posted that, and I was like,
that.
why was it you, of all people, in there? But okay. I have no idea. Love her to pieces. I want nothing but good things for her. But my real pick is Trish Stratus, because heel Trish is that bitch, and I am so excited for heel Trish to be with this locker room, specifically with Becky, because the promos back and forth are going to be amazing. And all of, I'm pretty sure, I could very well be wrong, but the majority of the rivalries between Trish and Lita, Trish was the heel, and just scathing. She was a scathing heel. She will, like, I'm pretty sure she wrote slut on Christy Hemi's back. And, like, perfect handwriting, mind you, with spray paint. Like, beautiful handwriting. Like, I'm telling you, she was vicious as a heel. So I am so excited for heel Trish right now. This is what I wanted.
Well, and yeah, like, not just that. Again, I'll, like, everything you just said are completely valid, and I agree. But also, on top of that, you know, because she turned heel, it just means she's here to stay for a while. It's not just like, oh, I'm coming for the pay-per-view, I'm leaving, and then I'll see you and I don't know when. Like, she's here for a while. She's having a full-ass, like, run in the WWE, and now it seems we're getting Trish versus Becky soon. Maybe SummerSlam. Who knows? Like,
I will say, I would not be opposed to a Trish vs. Lita 20 years after they main evented Monday Night Raw.
That is true.
I am not opposed.
That's also very true. You can have that match. Well, that's a good idea. You can have that match before Trish and Becky on pay-per-view, because Becky and Lita were the tag champs together.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, maybe Lita can try to avenge Becky, but, you know, kind of like Trish coming around, you know, because when they main evented, Lita won. Well, now Trish is gonna get a redemption.
Yep.
By beating Lita. There you go.
Let's go. Anyways,
spicy.
It's your turn.
Manz's, I only have one, and I mentioned him earlier. He is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. It is Sonata. Dude's on fire. Like I said, he won the New Japan Cup tournament. He beat Okada. He's now the champ, and as far like the way he's come, how far he's come, just amazing. And I cannot wait to see what he does, not just for Forbidden Door, but for his title run altogether. So I'm kind of hoping for this. Because look, he left LIJ. He's a bad guy now. He's the heel. He's gonna, you know, be running this bitch up in New Japan, you know, as the champ. So, you know, he's gonna be, you know, he's taking over. This is his run. This is his company now. It would be cool, because I know Naito has been talking about he wants to main event Wrestle Kingdom again. That's his goal. He's been wanting this goal. He's been wanting this for years. He's been, like, on this climb back to the top. And he hasn't gone there yet. So it would be cool for Naito to win the G1 and then go on to Wrestle Kingdom and maybe beat Sonata. Who knows? His former, you know, faction member. That would be pretty cool. And so that way, you know, you have kind of like good guy wins in the end, but also, you know, Naito has his moment that he's been wanting for years. Poor Naito. But yeah, maybe.
Perhaps. I mean, who knows? We might get that. I don't know.
I know. We'll just have to wait and see.
I guess we'll have to wait and find out, yeah. I also only have one pick. Now, he lost his match, but I feel like he was cheated, and he should have won. I'm, of course, talking about Buddy Matthews. He should have been Buddy 2 belts.
Oh, yeah.
But, no. Which, I mean, the match was amazing, as, of course, it was going to be. Buddy, I'm just happy he, like, got that single spotlight for a second after being in House of Black, because, like, you know, House of Black is the best. Still waiting to know if they will be the meet and greet, to be determined. I may or may not be dressing up as Julia Hart. We still don't know.
The thing is they, first of all, I don't even think there's meet and greets for Milwaukee. Number one. Number two, they have done this where they announce who's gonna be at the meet and greet the day before and then sell the tickets the day of.
No, that's literally how it is every time.
That's crazy. I thought it was like at least like announce it by Monday and then Tuesday's the meet and greet. I feel like that. Well, I guess that's the travel day, but still, I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
They
Or at
also
least
only
sell the
have 2
tickets on
matches
Tuesday.
announced.
Yeah, you're getting War Daddy though.
I know. I saw that and I was like, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. You're getting War Daddy, and I know you're getting the Doc. I mean, of course, I feel like that's a given.
Yeah.
I feel like based on last night on Dynamite, it seemed maybe again you might get Keith Lee and Adam Cole versus Jericho and Daniel Garcia, which I mean, that means you get Adam Cole, so that means you get Adam Cole. I'm telling you, I feel like I don't know. I have this feeling, especially because they're showing All Access and they're showing him with Britt and stuff, who's from Pittsburgh. I feel like he might be one of the meet and greets for Pittsburgh. I just have this feeling.
I will drop the money for it.
You should go take Guido Adam Cole and just tell him, look,
I'm scared he will get lost or ruined.
Just bring, get out, I know it's a clear bag policy, but just get a clear bag. Just get a...
I don't know if Peterson even allows bags.
Oh, just hold on to him extra tight. Ask for an empty cup and just put him in there.
No! He doesn't know. I don't want anything to happen to him.
It would be so cute, though, to see him with Guido Adam Cole.
Well, I'm gonna...
with Big Adam Cole.
With Big Adam Cole, yeah. Well, I did say... I think it was on SmackDown, or I just said it after the fact, that if Adam Cole is one of the meet and greets, I'm gonna get him to sign my thing, Katie Kinsey Bebe, and kind of briefly tell him the story of why I'm Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Please do that. Please do. Oh my god, Katie, if you get to meet Adam Cole,
I will cry.
Be so fucking happy. Dude, I will cry for you. That is so.
He's one of the ones I've been waiting. I've been waiting to meet.
Yeah, I need this to happen for you, Katie. But yeah, I've never done meet and greets because again, Dynamite's been here once, so and I didn't do any of the meet and greets because I just wasn't interested. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
and
they're
even
expensive.
then, one of them was Hobbs, and I already saw him at the airport, so I was like, that's one down. But the other one was Butcher, Blade, and Bunny or something like that. And I was like thanks, but no thanks. I was hoping for Hangman or something, but no.
Yeah. So
anyways,
I mean, I just gotta hold out hope, and we'll see. I was talking to Brooke about it earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was gonna say that I guess is it at the same place as? So I guess could you take, let's say Adam Cole's being great, you take little Adam Cole with you, could you just go back to your car and just put him no? There's no reentry after that?
Yeah. It's it's no reentry.
That is so messed up. Okay. Tell him it's an emergency. Tell him he has to go to bed. No. It's past his bedtime. He's gonna sleep in the car.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock. Oh, sorry, it's little Adam Cole's bedtime.
Tell him he's healing.
He's healing? Ha ha ha. All right, let's just get the question away. Now, Savannah.
Yeah.
As of right now, what is one of the most popular movies currently in theaters? You know this. You just saw it.
Oh, the Mario movie?
Yes. I was like, you just saw this movie, Savannah.
I was like, this is a tough question. It's because also it's very opinion based, also because it could be what I don't know. But yeah, the Mario movie, really good movie. I loved that movie.
So the Mario movie is currently, just Mario in general is currently in its prime. We got the movie Super Nintendo World just came out and to the public and everything.
So
it looks fun. I will say. I would like to go. I've never been to Disney. I've never been to Universal. It's a dream. We'll get there.
Let me go. Take me with you. I'll gladly show you around. Well, not Nintendo World though, because I've never been.
We'll do all the things. I was kind of thinking, why don't we? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters from Mario, and we're going to figure out which wrestlers we think portray them the best.
Katie, you already know I have answers for characters. You saw my stories.
I did. I know.
Okay. Well, I'll
Now,
still compromise for you.
do you want me to go in order of my list, or do you want to pick 1 through 10?
No, do order. Just go in order.
Okay, so obviously first Mario.
Mario. Yeah. I want to see what you think, because again, if you know anything about the Young Bucks, is that they've done Mario and Luigi. They've done that bit. They even have 2 shirts about them being Mario and Luigi. So of course, I would say the Bucks are Mario and Luigi, but that's just me. So I want to see what you're thinking. So yeah, because I said I'll compromise.
I feel like it has to be brothers. You know, like it has to be. Just for funsies, I think it'd be fun if it was the Usos. Like imagine.
That is
Now
funny.
and then
Yeah.
Jay would be Mario because you know main event Us, and then Jimmy would be Luigi.
Any Wait, I can't. Honestly, I can't really tell the Usos apart.
That
Sometimes.
not a lot of people can. That's okay.
No, but which one's the one with the red hair? The Jimmy or Jimmy?
Well they both have a little bit of red in it. Jay. Okay, so if you're looking at them, tattoo wise, Jay has like an extra.
Jay has the cross.
Jay
He has a
has
cross on his
both
sleeve.
both chests and arms, and then he just got something on his stomach a few months ago. So from a distance, I didn't like fully look at it. It kind of looks like a palm tree.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier to like if you're looking at a picture, you can see. Describing it, I'm not doing a very good job.
Okay, no, you're fine. But yeah, I agree. Main event Us gotta be Mario, main character.
I think that would
And
just be
then-
hysterical.
It's just the way, like, if you think about the way Mario and Luigi talk in the movie, and then you put the Usos the way they talk in the movie, that's pretty funny. But yeah, but I'll, like, just really quick, just for my fangirl's sake.
Yes.
Like, if you think about the Bucks, like, Matt's the older one, the more talkative one, the more, like, probably, you know, adventurous, if you will, of the two. He's also shorter and a little more broad. Whereas you have, and like I said, he's the older one. And then you have Luigi, who's the younger one, taller, more narrow, you know, doesn't talk as much. So, and like he looks up to his older brother, which Nick does, and that's so cute. So that's why, like, you can relate them to the Bucks. But yeah, I do like the idea of Jimmy and Jay because, like you said, it's funny to think about.
Just, I want someone to like Photoshop like Mario and Luigi, but like the Usos as Mario and Luigi. If somebody could do that, that'd be
Someone needs to do
fantastic.
that.
Thank you all in advance. Now, next is Peach. She doesn't have to have like it doesn't have to be like the games in the movies. Like they don't have to have like actual correlation, like with each other. I know like Mario and Peach are like a couple.
Oh, like it doesn't have to be a spouse.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
They
Like
didn't-
this is kind of just free range.
Okay. Okay. Peach. She was a lot more of a badass in the movies than the games, because usually in the games
She's a
waiting
damsel
on
in
Mario
distress.
to show up. Yeah, but in the games, like I love the way they portrayed her in the movie though. I did like that, but I'm trying to think like who.
I don't know, kind of just blonde. I think blonde,
First-
obviously, is Peach.
The first person I thought of was Carmella, but that's just me.
Now, okay, I offer a counterpoint. Could Carmella be Daisy?
You know what? I'll do that. I
Okay.
can make Carmella Daisy.
Okay, because Daisy was next. So
Okay, so back to Peach though.
Back to Peach. I mean, realistically, as much as you know, not my biggest favorite. Could be a Charlotte. Could be a Tiffany Stratton. Could be...
I'd rather give it to Tiffany.
Hey, I'm down to give it to the Tiffany Epiphany. That's what she calls it. Like when she has an idea. Also, her shirts look very much Sharpay Evans-esque. The ones that they just dropped on the shop.
I have seen those. She does give me Sharpay vibes. That's what we should do next. Cast High School Musical.
Tiffany has been money. That's facts. She really has. Like, she's been killing it. And that's coming from someone who's, like I said, not be a big fan. Alright, so Peaches, Tiffany Stratton, Daisy, Carmella, Bowser.
Ooh, Bowser.
I mean, I have an answer.
What's your answer?
Brock.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Cowboy
Who were you
Rocky
thinking?
destroyed the living. No, I didn't have anyone in
Oh.
mind. That's the thing. I was like, I couldn't think of anyone. But yeah, that's a good point. He just beat the living shit out of Cody, and if you watch the movie, I mean, he beats the living shit out of other people too.
And plus, he's Jack Black in the movies, and I fucking love Jack
Dude,
Black.
Jack Black and Seth Rogen are just amazing. Like they both made that movie so much funnier.
Because Seth Rogen's, he's Donkey Kong, right?
Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong and Jack Black is Bowser. Like I forget who plays Toad, but even Toad made the movie.
Keegan
like,
Michael Key is Toad.
Yeah, like there's so many freaking moments where I don't think I should have laughed as much as I did. Like my sister and I were like laughing more than like some of the freaking kids there. Like, it was a good movie. I loved it. But anyways.
Well, I mean, so. you brought up Seth Rogen, and Donkey Kong is the next character on my list.
I feel like it has to be someone very like hilarious. And I think it should be R-Truth. I believe he's kind of like has a hilarious, like that funny factor, but also very strong.
Now, I offer a counterpoint. R-Truth is Toad.
That is also a really good one. But who should be Donkey Kong then?
I feel like it has to be another, like, you know, like, bigger...
broad?
Presence.
Okay.
Like, quite literally, because, like, Bowser's huge, Brock is huge, Donkey Kong's big. I feel like it needs to be somebody big.
Hear me out. Well, the build is there, but also the humor factor, I believe is there too. And I want to give it to Kenny Omega. Like, I feel like he's such a goofball, and I feel like he has the build too, but that's just me.
I was going to say Otis.
That's also a good one. You're a lot better at this than I am.
It's, I mean, I had a little bit, not a lot of time, but like I had a little bit more time to think about it, and like the more we talk about it, I kind of just like, there's just like a what is the thing called? Okay, hold on, I had to figure this out. It's like older. You have like a bunch of Rolodex. That's what it is. I really just talked my way through it there. I have a Rolodex of fucking wrestlers just going right now. Wow, I can't believe wow. Whew. Okay, but R-Truth is Toad. Do we want to say that, or is there anyone else you had in mind for Toad?
I can't think of anyone else, so yeah.
Okay. This one might be a little hard. Yoshi.
He didn't really show up in the movie. I know I'm basing it a lot on the movie, but like also like it's just in general. Like someone who's like a good, like someone who's loyal. Yoshis are very loyal.
They are very loyal. Me. I am Yoshi.
Katie's Yoshi. Confirmed.
Confirmed. Wow. Tired.
Someone who's like reliable and loyal, because you know you fucking use Yoshis to like, you know, ride your way through the
Yeah, I was gonna say, you ride the Yoshis. It's crazy.
And you get rid of them if you need to go up on tall places to get a star coin.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Damn, reminds me of Hangman. People just toss them to the side when they're benefits them.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Save a horse, ride a Yoshi.
Hey, we're making Hangman Yoshi. There's no way around it now.
I mean, look. When they were on the cruise and they all dressed up, Hangman was Yoshi then. So
oh my god, wait, was he really?
Yeah, he was.
I didn't even think about that. I forgot about that picture.
Let me find the picture, hold on. But yeah, he was.
That's fucking hysterical.
But anyways, go on to the next character.
So we only got 2 left. Obviously, we did Mario and Luigi, so now we gotta do Wario and Waluigi. Me. Okay, I definitely think Seth has to be Waluigi.
Dude, yes, he just has like that sinister like.
It's basically the Joker in the Mario universe.
Exactly.
Exactly. Now, Wario, I feel like is a little harder for me to figure out.
Yeah, I agree.
So, small and evil, basically.
I feel like Otis could work for him too. Otis is double casted.
Joking. We're not double casting Otis. This is hard. I'm just trying to think of like
Also,
heels
here
right
really quick.
Oh, good.
Really quick, Katie. Look, see, like he is Yoshi.
Oh, fucking Christ.
So yeah, it was meant to be. It was meant to be Hangman.
It really was. I can't believe I remember that picture. I just can't believe I didn't remember he was Yoshi. That's so funny.
Yeah.
God, Wario.
So I got trying to think of the heels.
Yeah, I really am just trying to think of heels. What if we made... Now, I don't know if you'll like this answer. Chris Jericho.
What? Wow! Wow! Katie.
He's an evil small man. I don't know what to tell you.
Next to me, he ain't small, right?
Okay.
But,
well, you're like 5 foot.
Yeah, 5'2", Katie. Right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. My apologies. The 2 inches.
Yeah. For short people, that's everything. Okay, fine, I guess. Jericho could be Wario. He is a menace, but still, he's a menace that I love.
Well, it's I mean, people love Wario. Have you seen
he's worn both purple and gold.
See? It's like I knew. Have you seen people doing the like you know, cuz like they probably are going to make like a second Mario movie where they want to. People have been casting Danny DeVito as Wario and Willem Dafoe as Waluigi.
Dude, that's
perfect.
Perfect. Which again, I hope again, if the second movie's as good as the first one, I'm all here for it. Because again, the first one was fantastic. I want to go watch it again. Like, I really want to go watch it again.
But I haven't seen it yet.
Danny DeVito. Oh, it's so good, Katie. Danny DeVito would be a perfect cast for Wario.
I think it'd be hysterical.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So here is the overall Super ShElite Mario
roster
character list. Oh, I know. We have Mario as Jey Uso, Luigi as Jimmy Uso, Princess Peach as Tiffany Stratton, Princess Daisy as Carmella, Princess of Staten Island, it makes sense. Bowser as Cowboy Brock, Donkey Kong as Otis, Toad as R-Truth, Yoshi is Hangman.
Yes, he is.
Wario is Chris Jericho, and Waluigi is Seth freaking Rollins. I think we nailed it.
That is.
I think we nailed it, folks.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Some of those were spot on. I also, again, I just love the idea of Jimmy and Jay being Mario and Luigi.
They need to, like, come out in the hats or something. At least the hats.
The hats, and I want fake mustaches. That's all I need.
Even though they already have actual mustaches?
No, I want the cartoony fake mustaches.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Matt Jackson had a mustache and he still wore the fake one. Nick was still completely, like, baby, like, no hair on the face. At the time, but he's grown it out, which, I mean, I'm not mad at. I like that.
But, yeah, folks, that was ShElite. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Savannah, tell people where they can find you, all that stuffs.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at y2garcia_. If there's no underscore, it's not me. That mistake has been made. Like I said, if you want to see me being nervous about meeting Hangman on Instagram, that's where you should follow me, because it's on Instagram. And I'm trying to, again, because we're kind of slowly approaching like the end of the semester, but then I also signed up for a Maymester, so hopefully that doesn't get too much in the way of things. But I want to still try and do something for both my shows, like The Fuse and Nutrient Takeover. In the meantime, you could just check out the most recent episodes from those. Yeah, and that's all I got so far. Haven't been busy in the podcasting world lately.
That's okay, because you're busy in the school world, so that's okay.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You're almost done. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieReston13. The link tree I'm about to get out thanks to ShElite Showcase. Twitch.tv/ShElite Showcase. Typically Thursdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. You can hang out with us and all that fun stuff. 5 followers away from 50, by the way, if you want to follow. Much appreciated. YouTube.com/ShElite Showcase. Watch videos because they're way more entertaining. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts if you want to listen. ShElite Showcase is the brand and the weekly show you're currently listening to. Hey, hi, hello. Inside the Mind of, an interview series I do. Newest episode did just drop with, as I dubbed her, Canada's favorite content creator, Willow Raven. If you want to know more about the content creator aspect and how she kind of got into that, that is up on the channel. I highly recommend. She's a wonderful person to talk to. I love her to pieces. We plan on doing something else later this year because that's one of those ones where it could have just gone on for hours of us talking just about anything. So there will be another thing down the line eventually. I'm literally sweating. Oh my god. Sorry, it's like literally falling into my eyes because I'm sweating so much. I hope you all enjoy that visual, by the way. And there's a bunch of other shows on the channel. There will be a new vlog sometime next week or in the next 2 weeks because I'm going to AEW. Yeah. Haven't done an AEW vlog yet, so that'll be different. That'll be fun. Obviously, Heel Tactics Justin, thank you so much for all the music you have created. Yes. Not just for us, but for all of our friends. You can check out all of his information in the description below, all the links you need to go to. I believe that is it. Thank you all so much for watching, listening, being here, hanging out with us, chilling, vibing, killing. I just want to see how long I can go with it. Until next time. Bye-bye.